So this is one of those laptops that, on paper, kinda makes you do a double take. Because when you see something like ASUS TUF A18 Ryzen 7 260, RTX 5060 32 gigs of RAM, you start asking, okay, where's the compromise? And that's what we're figuring out today. Now, first impressions matter a lot with gaming laptops, and this one keeps that classic TUF identity. It's bold, it's angular, but it's not trying to scream at you every second. It feels like a machine built for work and play, not just RGB explosions for the sake of it. Open it up, and you're greeted by an 18-inch WUXGA display. And this is where things already start feeling serious. The extra screen real estate changes everything. Games feel more immersive, timelines and editing software feel less cramped, and multitasking actually feels like multitasking instead of constant tab switching. Now under the hood is where things get interesting. AMD Ryzen 7 260 paired with NVIDIA RTX 5060 graphics. And on paper you might be thinking about comparisons, benchmarks, all of that. But in real usage what matters is how smooth everything feels. And the answer is, very. AAA games run at high settings comfortably, and competitive titles? You're easily pushing high frame rates without the system even breaking a sweat. The RTX 5060 really feels like that next step where 1080p and WUXGA gaming just become effortless. Then there's the memory setup, 32 gigabytes of RAM. And honestly, this is where ASUS quietly makes this laptop feel more future-proof than a lot of machines in this range. Because whether you're gaming, streaming, or running heavy editing software, you're not really thinking about memory limits here. It just handles it. Storage is a 1TB SSD and it's fast. Boot times are basically instant, game loads are quick, and transferring large video files doesn't feel like a waiting game anymore. Now let's talk about thermals, because this is where gaming laptops usually show their real identity. Under pressure, the TUF A18 stays controlled. You will hear the fans, yes, but it's not chaotic. It's managed. Performance doesn't dip in a way that makes you feel like the system is struggling, which is honestly what matters more than raw noise levels. Keyboard experience is solid too. RGB backlighting, responsive keys, and enough travel to actually feel good for long gaming sessions or even long editing work. It's not trying to be flashy in a distracting way. It's functional RGB, which is kind of the best kind. And then there's the creative side. Because this isn't just a gaming laptop anymore. With this level of GPU power and RAM, video editing, photo editing, 3D rendering, all of it becomes very realistic. Export times are fast, scrubbing timelines feels smooth, and you're not constantly waiting for previews to catch up. Even the built-in FHD camera is decent enough for calls, streaming setups, or remote work. Nothing crazy but reliable, which fits the theme of this machine. So the real question is not whether this laptop is powerful. It clearly is. The real question is whether it makes sense for you. And if you're someone who games heavily, edits content, streams, or just wants a laptop that won't feel outdated anytime soon, this starts looking like a very strong option. It's not trying to be the thinnest. It's not trying to be the lightest. It's trying to be dependable performance in a world where specs actually matter again. And honestly, it delivers on that idea more than you'd expect.